Part 1. The Vanished Penthouse. When I pushed open the door to Penthouse 57B, the first thing I noticed was the silence. Not normal apartment silence. Heavy, suffocating, electric. The kind of silence that feels like it's listening. 5 people lived here. All of them were gone. No signs of struggle. Dinner plates still warm. A TV paused on a frame of static. And a single phone buzzing on the marble countertop with a notification that shouldn't exist. Run. My name is Detective Mason Hale. I've seen overdoses, murders, even a staged suicide once, but nothing like this. The entire penthouse looked frozen in time, like the residents had simply evaporated. I walked deeper in. No broken locks. No forced entry. No blood. Just absence. Then I found the girl's shoe, a tiny silver heel lying near the elevator, and next to it, smeared on the reflective chrome, a single fingerprint shaped like a tear. That's when the elevator dinged. A woman stepped out, glossy hair, business suit too expensive for her age. She froze when she saw me. Are they still here? She whispered. Who? I asked. Her eyes darted around the penthouse. My brother. And the rest of them. I told him not to come here tonight. She swallowed hard. Detective, whatever happened, it wasn't human. Cliffhanger. Part 2. The First Lies. Her name was Lila Ward. One of the penthouse owners, though she didn't look like someone who could afford a gold doorknob, let alone a $14 million suite. She claimed her brother Owen had been invited by the penthouse's mysterious landlord, Calix Voss, a tech mogul who had vanished from the public 2 years ago. Why were they meeting? I asked. She hesitated. Too long. A business proposal. Try again. Her jaw tightened. Fine. It was about the project. The one Calix stole from us. Before I could press further, the lights flickered. The TV unpaused on its own, showing the last recorded security feed, 9:42 p.m. The 5 residents sitting in the living room, laughing, toasting. Then, a flicker, a distortion. The video glitched into darkness, and when the image returned, all 5 were gone. Chairs still warm, glasses still mid-sway. Lila gasped. That's exactly how it happened. You saw it? I asked. She nodded. Not here. At home. Owen sent me the clip. He said if anything happened, I should run. Before I could react, someone else stepped out from the hallway. Tall, sharp suit, cold smirk. Detective Hale, he said. I'm Isaac Rowan. Building security. He wasn't surprised by the scene. Not shocked. More like irritated. Funny, I said. 5 people vanished, and you didn't call the police. I wasn't allowed to, he replied. The landlord prefers discretion. His eyes then shifted to Lila with a mixture of annoyance and something darker. Miss Ward shouldn't even be here. Lila stepped back. He's lying. He works for Calix. He's been threatening Owen for weeks. Isaac smiled. Her brother? A hacker with a grudge? You can't trust her, detective. 2 suspects. 2 lies. And then my radio crackled with a message I'll never forget. Mason, don't trust anyone in that penthouse. Leave now. The voice was my partner's. But he'd been dead for 4 months. Cliffhanger. Part 3. Ghost Signals. I stared at the radio like it had grown teeth. My partner, Jordan Lake, was killed in an alleyway last fall. Yet the voice was unmistakable. The same tone, same rasp. You heard that? I asked Lila and Isaac. They shook their heads. My skin crawled. Play the security feeds for the last 24 hours. I ordered Isaac. He hesitated. Some of them are corrupted. Play them anyway. First camera, hallway. Nothing strange. Second, elevator. Empty. Third, rooftop. Only static. Fourth, the penthouse interior. And that's when I saw something that made my blood run cold. A figure stood behind the 5 residents an hour before they vanished. Tall, motionless, completely blurred out, like the camera refused to focus on it. And its head slowly turned toward the lens. The footage warped, then cut. What the hell is that? Lila whispered. Isaac cleared his throat. A glitch. That's not a glitch, I said. That's a person. No, Isaac replied. It isn't. Before I could react, a loud metallic bang echoed from the private bedroom. We froze. The sound came again, like someone slamming a heavy drawer. I drew my gun. Stay here. I entered the bedroom. Bed unmade. Window locked. Closet open. Inside the closet was a hidden door. Fresh scratch marks all around the frame. I pulled it open. Inside was a small surveillance room, screens everywhere, showing feeds from inside the penthouse. On the desk, a note. You're next. CV. Calix Voss. Lila breathed behind me. But Isaac said something different, something that chilled me. Detective, that's not his handwriting. Another lie. Another layer. Before we could process, the screens all flickered at once, and a live feed appeared. The penthouse living room. Except now, there were people in it. The 5 missing residents. All standing perfectly still, facing the camera, eyes wide open, but lifeless. And then they all lifted their arms and pointed directly at me. Cliffhanger. Part 4. Truth in the Shadows. Lila screamed. Isaac swore and stepped back, finally losing his composure. Is this pre-recorded? Lila asked. No, Isaac whispered. Look at the timestamp. Live. Real time. I studied the feed. Their limbs shook slightly, like they were being held up by invisible wires. Someone's controlling them, I said. Lila grabbed my arm. Mason. Owen told me Calix found a way to map neural patterns. He could predict decisions before you made them. He wanted to test it on real people. What are you implying? That he didn't vanish, she said. He went off-grid to finish the project. And he's using it now. Isaac shook his head violently. Calix is dead. He died 2 years ago. The company announced it. Lila stared him down. You were part of the cover-up. Isaac's face twitched, a confession in silence. But then he pointed at me. Detective, ask her why she's really here. She's not looking for her brother. She's looking for her prototype. The one Owen stole. Lila's expression changed. Not guilt, but fear. Calix took our research. Owen only tried to expose him. Bullshit, Isaac snapped. Your brother didn't expose anything. He activated it. Before I could separate lies from truth, the lights cut out. Total darkness. Then, footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. Coming down the hallway toward us. I raised my gun. Show yourself. The footsteps stopped, right behind me. But when I spun around, no one was there. Instead, my radio crackled again. Mason, don't fight it. It already knows your next move. Jordan's voice. And then the screens in the hidden room lit up again, showing not the residents, not the penthouse, but me. Live footage of myself standing in the dark, gun raised, looking lost. And behind me, in the feed, a silhouette stood inches from my back. Tall. Still. Featureless. Cliffhanger. Part 5. The final pattern. I spun around again. Nothing. The silhouette in the feed stayed still behind me, unmoving. Like it was trapped in the screen, but aware of me. It's predicting you, Lila whispered. Like Owen said, it knows your movements before you make them. Isaac panicked. If we don't shut it down, we're all dead. How? I asked. There's a main server, Lila said. Calix hid it inside the building. Owen found references to a vault below ground. We moved fast, down emergency stairs, through maintenance corridors, until we reached a steel door marked no entry. Isaac bypassed the lock with a code he shouldn't have known. Inside was a massive chamber filled with humming machines, blinking lights, and a single black server tower in the center. On it, CV Neural Mesh, live. Lila stepped closer. If we pull the main drive, the system collapses. I felt watched, observed, like invisible eyes were tracing every movement. Do it, I said. She reached for the drive. But the lights above us dimmed, and a familiar voice echoed from hidden speakers. Mason, I warned you. Jordan's voice. But there was something off. The cadence. The timing. The emotionless tone. It learned from him, I realized. It copied him. Lila froze. Mason, it's predicting us. If we pull the wrong second. Too late. The screens along the wall flashed images. The 5 residents, frozen in fear. Owen struggling against something unseen. And then, Lila herself, shown being dragged away by shadowed figures. It's showing the future, Isaac muttered. No, I said. It's showing what it wants us to believe. I grabbed the main drive myself. The screen predicted I'd reach with my right hand. So I used my left. Sparks exploded. The server shrieked. Lights cut out. A deafening hum rose, then died. When the emergency lights kicked in, Isaac was gone. Completely vanished. Not a sound. Not a trace. Lila stared at the empty space where he stood. Mason, it didn't disappear him. It released him. Meaning, he was already taken. Like the residents. We returned to the penthouse. The 5 missing people lay unconscious, but alive on the floor. Paramedics arrived. The building went into lockdown. But Owen was never found. Lila cried quietly. He's still in there, she whispered. Inside the system. Pieces of him, at least. I didn't know what to say. I only knew one thing. When I looked at my radio again, its red light blinked once. A message. Jordan's voice, faint, distorted. Mason, it's not over. The radio went silent. And behind me, for just a second, I swear I heard footsteps. Yindi.